New tonight, a woman still stunned and confused 2 months after her husband's death at the hands of a sheriff's deputy.
I don't know what happened. I just know my husband's gone.
Tonight, she takes us inside her home to relive the night her husband was shot as she tries to figure out why it happened.
It's just not the way it should have been.
News Channel 9 at 6 starts right now.
Thanks for watching. I'm Josh Rowe.
I'm Kim Chapman. Tonight, a grieving widow tries to come to terms with her husband's death 2 months after he was killed by a sheriff's deputy in their home.
It was just unbelievable just how fast it happened. He didn't have a chance. He was shot just right away. I saw it.
Tonight, she took News Channel 9's Catherine Marchand inside her home to give her account of what happened the night her husband was shot.
Well, Kim and Josh, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation says a fake 911 call led deputies to Mark and Diana Parkinson's home that night. The woman who made that call was arrested, but tonight Diana Parkinson is still struggling to understand why the officer thought it was necessary to shoot her husband.
Diana Parkinson has made changes to her home since a Walker County deputy shot and killed her husband through the kitchen window. She installed security cameras and put up curtains for her grandson, who's 7.
He's scared to death that a policeman will come back and shoot him through the window.
In the den now sits a shadow box filled with memories from her husband's service with the Navy.
Finally got his flag. And I've got his medals that he wore.
But one thing that hasn't changed, the bullet-riddled window above her kitchen sink.
Until I'm sure that justice is going to be served, it'll stay right like that. I just can't do it.
According to the GBI, officers went to her home because Dorothy Gass called 911 and falsely reported that Parkinson's daughter Amy was planning to hurt her children. Gass's son was going through a messy divorce with Amy. Diana says she and her husband had no idea police were outside their house. It was 3 o'clock in the morning and everybody was asleep. The dogs woke them up.
He slept on this side, I slept on that side, of course. And he always had his gun laying right here at night.
Mark grabbed that gun and made his way to the kitchen. She followed behind. Diana says what happened next was quick. She heard the gunfire, then saw her husband fall to the floor.
I'd never seen him look helpless. And the helpless look on his face right before he passed, to this day, it haunts me.
An internal investigation by the Walker County Sheriff's Office concluded the deputies acted properly and within policy. The officer who fired at Mark said he was in fear that he was about to be shot. He told investigators he could see Mark's gun clearly and it was pointed directly at him.
Outside, you can see straight in. You can see whatever you need to see. But inside, you can see nothing.
Diana believes her husband never saw the deputies. From the outside, she shows us how close somebody has to get to the window to be seen from the inside. Diana says officers didn't take enough time to figure out what was going on, and now her time with her husband is over.
It's lonesome. And we'd been together doing everything together for years, and now there's nobody.
I did request an interview with the Walker County Sheriff. He declined and referred me to the internal investigation. As for the woman accused of making that fake 911 call, Dorothy Gass was charged with one misdemeanor count of false report of a crime.
Catherine, thank you. It's been 2 months since Mark Parkinson died, and the GBI says it's still working on its criminal investigation. In the meantime, the deputy who shot Parkinson is back on the job for the Walker County Sheriff's Department. Once the GBI investigation is complete, it will go through 3 more steps per Georgia law. The GBI takes the finished report to the district attorney. The DA will then present it to a civil grand jury. If they recommend charges, they would pass the case along to a criminal grand jury. However, if they do not recommend charges, the case would be closed.